In this video I'm going to give away a complete violin outfit with a violin, a bow, a case, etc, etc. Keep watching. Hello, my name is Lotte Brouwer and you are watching Violin Lounge TV. I'm often asked for advice about buying a beginner violin. And of course I know some advice because I own a violin shop over 10 years, but the problem is that most of you guys are in the United States and my shop is in Holland. It was really difficult for me to give advice about mainly the cheap violins from China, and you can assume that a violin below $500 is from China, even if the brand name suggests otherwise. And on eBay, for example, big factories kind of dump their B stock, so the stock that is not meeting their quality requirements or that they don't want to ship to actual shops. So there are a lot of bad instruments on the market. And with bad, I don't mean that they just sound a little less beautiful, but some violins are really violin-shaped objects, VSOs, as we call them in amongst violin teachers and violin salespeople and stuff. And you can really buy violins that are unplayable, that you can't tune, that break as soon as you tune them and start playing on them. And you know, the thing is, beginners buy these violins and learning to play the violin is difficult enough as it is. And if you have a violin that really just is unplayable, then you can think, well, violin playing is nothing for me, blah, 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 blah. So it's actually quite hard for me to give you good advice on a cheap beginner violin, because I don't know if it's adjusted in a good way, if the setup is good. Recently I've discovered fiddlershop.com. That's actually started by a professional violinist, and they check the instruments before they send them to the customers and adjust things if necessary. And that's really important, because the adjustment of the instruments from China is most of the times the thing that goes wrong, and that really makes them very, very, very hard to tune and to play. They were so kind to send me this Tower Strings Rockstar violin. And you might think, Rockstars, that's for me to play my Bach minuets on. Well, it's a normal violin and it's a cheap beginner violin. It comes with a case, a bow, rosin, a cleaning cloth, a shoulder rest, a practice mute, and even a tuner. And that whole set is just below $200. And you know, I think it's almost impossible to make only a bow for that money, let alone a whole set. So I was really surprised when I received it that the soundboard is made of spruce and maple. The pegs are made of real ebony, also the fingerboard. The fine tuners actually work. With a lot of Chinese instruments they don't work. And most importantly, the bridge is actually quite good. It fits. It's not the same as if I let my luthier make a bridge, but you know, that's almost half the price of this. But it's easy to tune and also easy to play. So there's nothing wrong with this instrument actually, and that's quite unique in this price range. It also doesn't look shiny and orange. It has this nice kind of browny antique-like shade and is a little bit matte. It's not so terribly shiny. Maybe because of the lights here it seems like it's very shiny. So it looks very nice. You see that everything fits, and well, let's listen to its sound. here's my very honest review, and I'm going to mention some pros and cons of this instrument. If you're looking for a cheap beginner violin, this is really good value for your money. It's almost unbelievable how they can offer this quality, this adjustment in this complete outfit for under $200. However, if you're looking for an instrument that you want to play for years, for example, or for the rest of your life, this is not going to be it. But then you must look at a different price range. So for this price range, this is really good to get started. The bow is actually not so stiff, so you have to tighten it quite a bit for it to become stable, and you might get bow shakes with it. So you might want to replace that bow with a very decent carbon bow. For example, the Zlata bow of around $300, but then you are going into a different price range again. The strings are steel core strings. It probably sounds more full and mellow and has a better response when you replace it by synthetic core strings. But you know, a set of synthetic core strings, they can't possibly deliver that in a set below $200. So these are the kind of upgrades that you can expect to make in the first years. And if you've played this violin for about 1 or 2 years, it will still be good, but you might want a deeper, richer tone, and then you might want to search more in the price class of $500, maybe $1,000 for a violin. But to cover this first year or first 2 years where you don't really know if violin playing is really something for you and you're just testing it out and you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, then this is a great deal and perhaps a good alternative to renting an instrument. For example, you have your own instrument and you know you can just sell it after 1 or 2 years. So that's my opinion about it. It's suitable for 1 or 2 years, but you might want to quickly upgrade things about it, like the bow and the strings. And after a couple of years, you might want to upgrade the violin altogether. But it's amazing how they can offer this quality for just below $200. So if you are looking in that price range, really take this one and don't buy a violin on Amazon or eBay when you don't know if it's adjusted in a good way. So I hope this review is useful to you. Well, now is the moment that you've all been waiting for. The giveaway of this violin, this bow, its case and all the accessories. If you want to win, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to the post on my website. You can find the link below. Then subscribe for emails at my website and leave a comment below the post why you should win this violin outfit. On November 1st, I'm going to pick the winner from the comments on the post of my website. So, in summary, subscribe to my YouTube channel, go to the link below, subscribe for emails and leave a comment why I should send you this complete violin outfit.